Sure.
True is
If you
true.
keep pushing, I'm start gonna talk about tart, okay,
Talk
and
about
biscuit,
what?
tart and biscuit.
Tart and biscuit. Tart.
Tart? Oh, like food things.
Hmm.
Okay.
What do you think? Tart. Tart.
Is it bread or not?
Collaboration. No EV. No with
So this
EVS.
is the 27th. So Chuseok
Just before Chuseok, right?
Yeah.
No.
Songpyeon Day.
it's just before Chuseok. Chuseok will be
Mhm.
Just
next
before.
week. Yeah.
Just before. Yeah. 1 day before.
No, this will be Sunday.
Yeah.
Chuseok will start Wednesday.
Ah.
So we're like 4 days, 3 days behind.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Chuseok.
During the holiday.
You ready?
Yeah, we're ready. So we have just to pretend. We have the got it.
Well, welcome back. And now it's time for part 2 where we're discussing media trends. Every week we talk about a different media trend and we have our live show with Talk and Talk. With an interview, we have Dennis and Tim. How you guys doing?
Hello, guys. This is Dennis, and happy Chuseok, right?
Yeah,
Happy
Chuseok
Songpyeon
coming.
Day.
Chuseok's coming.
Okay, a little sad, you know.
Well, sad.
Yeah, of
Mm.
course, you know the highway, the toll fee is not free. Okay, a
Oh,
little
really?
sad.
Because they're trying to discourage people from
Yeah,
traveling.
due to COVID-19, government just they not allowed to just move, right? Actually, just push, right? Okay, so
So, what are your guys' plans?
actually, my parents-in-law they are living in Pyeongtaek, right? And yeah, I didn't go because
You're not going to
yeah,
go?
we were really worried about COVID-19, and on the highway there are many service areas. Sometimes we have to use kind of the public restroom, but a little worried because I have to touch or something or to meet some people. So yeah,
Mm.
even though we are wearing masks, it's a little dangerous.
I have a solution for you.
Really?
Just go to the forest and do your things there.
Like Adam and Eve.
Just stop by some kind of forest around the area and just go inside, take care of your business. Wipe yourself with some, hand wipe, and just go back into your car and continue driving. See?
Okay, let me try.
Yeah.
When was the last time you did in the forest, team?
Not really that long ago.
Oh, you did.
I guess I don't remember.
My last time maybe in the military service.
Come on, guys. You guys never been lost into the wild and had to resort to the last solution?
Okay, well, let's leave that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
So,
go.
Well, hang on. Tim hasn't told us what are your plan for Chuseok.
I'm not really looking forward to it, because I'm gonna be, having a really hard time with my uncles.
Oh.
Having a little talk and talk while
About what?
drinking certain water from green bottles. So yeah, you know my way and you know the Korean way. It's not gonna be pretty and it's not gonna be funny.
All right, shall we get into today's topic?
Yeah, we're ready.
Sure.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about collaborations between TBS EFM, BEFM, and GFN. So these are the 3 radio stations in Korea that use foreign languages. TBS EFM in Seoul, BEFM in Busan, and of course GFN here in Gwangju. So I think you guys are maybe familiar with TBS EFM and BEFM.
Of course, we have talked about it, right? Before.
Yeah, we have, yeah. Yeah, so we talked about the TBS EFM program recently, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks ago, you're right.
And also GFN has the Hello Korea, sorry, not Hello Korea, Hello Gwangju and Hello Busan programs, which are produced in conjunction with BFM. So before getting on to today's topic, what do you think about the characteristics of those 2 shows?
I think always collaboration is a really brilliant idea because just only one station is not enough to give this very special campaign or just opinions, right? But especially collaboration with the Busan area. Busan is a little totally on the east side, and Gwangju is totally to the west side, right? So collaboration of the east side and west side is pretty nice because we don't have not same culture and same dialect, right? So I think it's just really, really nice, very impressive. And every Saturday and Sunday we have that program. Really good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, well, traditionally the two areas have not mixed very well, right?
Mm. You're right. You're right.
So
People call it kind of the in Korea. Can I say in Korea?
yeah,
Like a 지역 감정, right?
Yeah.
Local different, kind of, how can I say? Just cultural,
Provincial pride.
provincial pride. You're right. That's a good
Mm.
point. Provincial pride.
Jova Pride.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
Which side are you on, though?
UK has that the provincial
Good.
pride.
That's the correct answer here.
UK has. You have
Yeah,
Britain.
I've lived. Oh, you mean British side?
Yeah.
Well, traditionally where I'm from is an area called Lancashire,
Mhm.
and on the opposite side is an area called Yorkshire.
Ah.
And maybe have you heard of the War of the Roses?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
History book.
Yeah, so Lancashire was the red rose,
Mhm.
and Yorkshire is the white rose.
Ah.
So when we had a fight over who was going to be the king,
That's the business.
that was the War of the Roses.
Oh, got it.
So yeah, I mean, no one really cares now, but
Yeah, that's
still.
what it says.
But if you have a football game,
Mhm.
there's a match where one team is from the Lancashire side and one team is from the Yorkshire side, the crowd will start singing songs
Mhm.
about the two areas.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
God.
start killing
So
each
hype.
other, right?
No, that's just never true anymore. That's a 1980s thing about British football.
So I was half right.
Well, I mean, yeah, we've had our problems in the past, but there's never any problems with football games.
Yeah, and every city and every province throughout the world that we have kind of the provincial pride or different already fighting history, right? So that's really good. Yeah, good for me.
Yeah, even I feel it. I've lived here for 14 years.
Oh.
Yeah. I've lived all my time. All my time in Korea has been in Gwangju, in Jeonnam-do. So, yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
All right, then let me ask you one question. If you're watching a baseball game, which team do you support?
I don't watch baseball because it's the worst sport ever invented.
That's the wisest answer. Wisest answer.
No, he dodged the ball perfectly. We're not gonna talk about this.
I think he prefers. You prefer the football. Is that right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess my favorite is cricket and rugby, but yeah, I
cricket.
like football as well.
Cricket.
But yeah, baseball is terrible.
Oh.
Terrible.
All right, moving on. So we were talking about
football is
different
better.
studios, right?
Yeah, so let's get
go.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's stop
Let's
talking.
go.
So we're talking about TBS and also the studio from Busan and GFN having a possibility of having a collaboration, and also what we think of each studio. And personally, I think I watched or heard about TBS more often than the one in Busan.
Yes. Yeah, me
I
too.
mean, which makes sense because they are I think like among the English radio studios in Korea, they are like a boss on the top, and we're like a little siblings.
Well, they were the first. Admittedly, they only beat GFN by about a year and a half, maybe. But yeah, they were the first. But I think their budget is a lot higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Central Seoul area, so that tells the story, right? So of course they have like a more variety of the content. And if you actually check out their YT channel, they have way more subscribers than both GFN and Studio from Busan.
Seoul is so much bigger, right?
Oh yeah, like a way higher numbers of subscribers. And I was like, this is depressing. So yeah, their shows actually has more variety, and I think they actually do it more professionally, in my opinion. I'm sorry, but I had to speak the truth because I'm the one who actually, speaks the truth. I think compared to TBS, GFN and Busan Studios, especially regarding YT channels, are not really professionally made or advertised.
Yeah, I think maybe that comes down to the budget, right? I think TBS EFM can afford to employ someone that's their job.
And I also think they actually talk about more trendy topics to, actually get attention from the people that are on YT platform.
They are high. They has a kind of higher budget and more manpower, right? And they're Seoul based, right? Okay, totally different populations from Gwangju and Busan, right? So yeah, they're still powerful. Just collaboration. Just other meaning is kind of Avengers, right? We're still in Avengers, right? It's maybe who is the Iron Man? Iron Man is kind of TBS EFM, right?
Then what are we?
We Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Maybe Spider-Man.
A little sidekick.
Or Ant-Man.
No, not Ant-Man. No, that's terrible. You can call Busan Studio Ant-Man.
I don't know. Maybe Busan fans they don't like
What
it.
do you think, James?
I'm not going to get drawn into that.
But I think
You're
also
working
there's
very well.
okay, but I also think there's actually charm into Busan Studio. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about something positive about their studio. I know it doesn't sound like me, but I'm gonna do it.
Well, save it for after our song break.
Oh, thank
Okay.
goodness, I didn't actually want to do
Don't
it.
block my
No,
song
I'm going to bring it back
request.
to you. So we've got a song request. It's Dennis's song. So you want
Yeah.
to introduce it, Tom?
This song is "Sick and Tired" by Cardigans.
Okay, here it is.
Maybe Swedish group. I don't know.
The title of the song was "Sick and Tired."
Sick and tired of you.
Dang, son.
Good, bro.
By the way, thank you for stopping me from having a positive comments about their studio.
I'll bring it back to you.
Dang it.
What?
Now I'm just checking
I'm
what
still
you're
re-
looking
I'm
at
still
as your
recording.
script.
When it's just
I've been always wondering is the mask doesn't have any nose. Hold on. So, are we Avengers?
No. I'm glad you say Spider-Man first because Ant-Man is terrible. I'm sorry for Ant-Man fans, but no.
okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep talking about today's topic. So I rudely interrupted you there, Tim. You were gonna actually say something positive.
That's not the color of team. Okay. A little weird.
Yeah, okay. I'll continue myself. Thank you for actually reminding me, James.
Okay, go ahead. Go
I'll
ahead.
remember this. So, Busan Studio, even though they have similar numbers of subscribers as GFN, I think they have their own kind of charm, especially regarding their, particularly, I'm never going to repeat this myself, but charming accent.
Charming accent.
Okay.
Yeah, but reversely, yeah, they think look at Jola provincial dialect is already a charming accent too.
Yeah, right. That's what they say about our accent, right? They never say we sound like some kind of gangsters from the movies or something like that. No, they say
Actually,
we're
people in Busan
very
they really
charming.
love the Seoul dialect, the standard. Okay.
Do they?
Yeah, I went
Okay.
through it. I went through it. There's a little kind of the ticket box, and then I just used kind of a Seoul standard dialect, and they just imitated my expression. Yeah, I was so surprised. And then my next turn was a weird Busan lady, and they were talking in the weird dialect of Busan, so I was a little surprised. Okay, yeah, they always kind of aiming to just follow, the Seoul standard dialect.
I didn't think there was that much difference.
Oh, there
As
is
far, I
difference.
mean, as far as I'm sure you probably hear the difference more than me.
Yeah.
But I thought that only really Jeju
Ah,
really sounded different.
yeah, you're right.
So they're not about accent. They have a totally different kind of vocabulary.
We totally forgot Jeju Island.
No,
Have
we
you heard?
didn't.
You understood?
No, I've never been to Jeju.
Oh,
So
really?
Yeah.
Just go. Just go. Okay. Well, after COVID-19, of course. I just recommend you go there just by a ferry. Ferry is better.
Okay.
Why, Tim? Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm not judging you or anything, Well, yeah, that's the thing. They do have, different, accent and dialect, and that's quite, interesting to some people who are not used to it or who are new to it. That's their own charm. Just like how GFN also has that kind of charm to ourselves. And I personally think we don't sound like gangsters. I personally think we sound like very friendly folks. Thank you very much, listeners from Busan. And that's the point I wanted to make.
Today you are so positive.
Okay,
I
so
don't like it.
Thank you.
I don't like
Thank
that,
you.
that is an interesting point though. So when we do a collaboration, should GFN try to speak only using the Seoul dialect and Busan the same, or should we
don't need to do
speak
that.
as we do?
Yeah,
I mean,
just
does it
speak
really
freely.
matter?
Speak
Because
freely.
we're going
That's
to be
the-
speaking in English.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, okay, but I mean,
Jola
when there is
provincial
some
English.
Korean, when there is some Korean being spoken.
We don't need to do that because the meaning of the collaboration means kind of the Korean peninsula can be divided by maybe 5 sections: Seoul part and the middle part and Gangwon part, and then Jeolla and Gyeongsang. Oh, plus one is Jeju Island. Maybe I think this collaboration with the three stations maybe it kind of a seed, and then we can just broaden more. Just we can just invite the Gangwon Provincial Student Station too, right? And Jeju Island. Really good point. I think the Jeju Island friends, maybe we can to join with them. Okay, it will be really fun.
Yeah, I feel it's really important that the different areas are represented,
Mhm.
and the UK had something similar in the past.
Mhm.
When anything was on the BBC,
Uh-huh.
it was always in a London accent.
Ah,
Not strong. I mean, like
a lot of stuff.
it's actually often called like the Mid Atlantic because it's meant to be an accent that's nothing.
Mhm.
So it's meant to be like a mix between American and British accent. So
Ah.
everybody can understand it. It's like the
Mhm.
default.
Mhm.
But now they actually try to have, if you talk in a Scottish accent,
Mhm.
talk in the Scottish accent, you don't need to change your voice.
There was something reason why one
Well,
made there to like that.
they did it because they just like, this is how people talk. This is,
Yeah,
you shouldn't neglect that accent. You shouldn't neglect any accent or opinion from
that is
anywhere.
more natural.
So everybody should just do what is natural for them.
You're right.
I think it's much
That's,
better.
yeah, that's much better, much better. Yeah, mood.
Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Remember, folks, we're only talking about collaboration of 3 studios that exist in Korea, not entire provinces. All right.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, yeah. So I was wondering, like, why Dennis brought up Jeju Island. I mean, Jeju Island has very unique language
But
and
there
their
are some
trade.
foreign people, right, living in Jeju.
So our topic is about the color.
Got it.
Working the joint service, joint broadcasting show, or
Mhm.
something like that
Lots of
between
over-vendor talk.
English
All right.
radio studios. Not every single studios in Korea.
Mhm.
There are differences.
Okay, so let's take it back to that topic. I've got a question for you.
Mhm.
Should we attempt to have more collaboration, or should it just be like okay, we have a 1 hour show once a week. That's enough.
I mean, once in a week is a lot, actually.
You
on
think?
the first step, just 1 hour and 2 hours a week, and if we have the good feedbacks, we can just make more time.
Mhm.
That's pretty
Actually,
simple.
I think this kind of collaboration actually has to be like some sort of special event that only happens once in a while instead of being a regular thing. Because first, it's going to be really difficult for people to travel all the time, and also deciding places like which studio we're gonna do the collaboration today. Is it going to be in Seoul or Busan or Gwangju? There's a lot of complication for that.
Mhm.
And also, who are we gonna, invite to our studio to have like a little joint show, like, or who's going to be hosting this and who's going to be in charge? That's going to be a lot of work for all 3 studios. So, and also, if you like, think about this. Let's say you have a special treat that you really like. Let's say you've been having it regularly, and eventually it's gonna lose its charm and its taste, right?
Mhm.
And also, having a joint show with all 3 studios in Korea is supposed to be a big thing.
Right. So I mean, that's kind of how collaborations are with TBS EFM. Is that we don't have a regular show. It's just events that go on. I know very often you can hear TBS EFM shows on GFN, but that's not really a collaboration because we're not really working together. It's just the show being broadcast.
Got
Yep.
it.
Whereas with BEFM, we do have that weekly show, Hello Gwangju and
In
Hello
Busan.
Busan show.
Actually, the title I don't like much that the title is too formal. Can we change kind of or Avengers or collaboration something like that? Yeah, I'm still pushing the Avengers the title. Okay, a little formal, too formal the title.
You think too formal?
GFN, let's change the title. Okay, it's too formal and a little yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Old.
maybe we can say the gatherings of kings.
Okay.
And TBS will be our king, and he's gonna be really sassy and belittle about their underappreciated siblings in the show and make fun of each other as it's supposed to be. That'll be fun.
Yeah, but you don't want that as a regular show. Right? That's your point earlier. You don't want it as a regular show. You want it just as a
I
one-off.
want to be like some kind of special event. That'll be funny. I mean, how much time do you actually watch 3 studios combine themselves together only to make fun of each other on the live show?
Yeah, I guess they probably would. Yeah. Especially if it was a regular thing.
Mm.
So with the BeFM,
Yeah.
what it tends to be is Gwangju makes the show, or I shouldn't say Gwangju. GFN makes the show one week,
Mhm.
and then BeFM makes the show the next week.
Mhm.
Should it be a collaboration like that, or should we really try to connect? So like there's one host here in Gwangju and one host in Busan.
I
the
think
same
we
time?
should be stand on the later yachts you mentioned. Okay, it should be more more active. Yeah, not just
So it should be a more active
yeah, more
collaboration. There's a
active
real
collaboration.
like one of us is sat here in
Yeah.
Gwangju, and one person is sat, and we telephone.
Yeah, telephone, and then maybe there is a couple of maybe there's a couple, and one is from the Gyeongsang and one is from the Jeolla. Maybe we can just have a little telephone talk, right? Okay, it will be really fun and really informative. But
I think I actually prefer the lifestyle
Lifestyle?
collaboration works where we invite someone from Busan, or sometimes they
So they come
invite us
here?
from Busan, so they can
Yeah.
actually tour the
Live.
studio
Yeah, let's go
and
live.
share their opinions about them. Like what was the difference in Gwangju GFN studio from their VFN,
Ah,
or what was their impression of the city of the Gwangju when they arrive, or enjoying the food and cuisines that Gwangju has to offer.
Mm.
Things like that will be more interesting than having a little phone call from the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're going to do that regularly, that's a big.
I mean, like I
that's a
said, this
big
is supposed to
commute.
be a special event.
So special events.
That
you
was
could do
my
that, yeah.
point. It's supposed
special
to be
event.
not
I
like
can regular
regular.
event.
Like I say, look, I love strawberry milkshake, but if I had it every single day, I'm afraid I cannot even stomach the strawberry milkshake that much after having it like straight for 30 days. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks
Yeah,
for
okay.
your good
Good point.
negative comment.
So what kind of events do you want to collaborate on then?
I think let's start kind of the relationship between men and women, like that format, and then it's quite light and quite casual, but quite popular. That we start, and we can just add more some social or just local issue. Yeah, we share. And what do you think about the Busan issue in Busan or in Gwangju, and on different perspectives? Yeah.
Mhm.
So start with kind of light topic, and then go further, and then we can just go into the social issue, and just finally maybe we can just talk about the how we can just make a good media station or like that. Okay, right? Tim.
Yeah.
Okay, good ideas, guys, but unfortunately we run out of time.
Always.
I think my idea
time
was
runs.
better.
Okay, so that's all for our Talk and Talk show with Tim and Dennis, and I really appreciate you guys taking that time.
Always
with
thank you for
schedules.
having us.
See you
Bye-bye.
next week.
See you next week. Bye bye.
Happy
Okay.
Thanksgiving,
Bye-bye.
guys. Why nobody say Happy Tuesday?
I thought we were live, right? I think good point we can